Hi there, traders. This is Brad Gilbert with the FX Market Insight for Thursday, the 20th of June. All right, now, as I just sort of scroll down here in the MyFX Trading Hub, you can see it's quite early on in the Asian session, but I just wanted to give a bit of an update, a bit of an earlier update than probably usual, just to come back and have a look at the impact of the FOMC meeting, all right, the Federal Reserve announcement. Now, if I just swing you back over here to the news page. Now, the dollar drops after Fed holds rates steady, risk assets gain. So basically, what that means is you've got the equity market sort of rallying as you would. They've basically pretty much said there's a chance for an interest rate cut later this year. They've gone to a dovish stance, which is an important one. It's, you know, I don't know if they're feeding into what Trump was pushing for, but they obviously recognise that the economy, it's not quite at full capacity as far as employment goes, but they are sort of concerned that, you know, it may not be a bad thing to start thinking about, you know, cutting rates if the numbers keep deteriorating. And that's a pretty fair call. I didn't think they'd get back into that with the with Trump chiming in, but that's where they are. Now, one thing that is you should see pop up now the Fed's out of the way is this US-China situation, the G20 coming up. We'll see how that plays out. So anyway, so what does that do for us on the currencies? Now, what we had is a situation, if I just bring you back into the MyFX Trading Hub, where particularly the Aussie was heading down, Kiwi heading down, Euro heading down. Now, that dollar sort of weakness, it's sort of the hourly trend on the dollar index was up. Now, that's been diffused, okay? This is a bit of a diffusion across the board. So the fact that the Fed have gone to a slightly dovish stance has really diffused the market somewhat. So we're left here with the MyFX Trading Hub analysis really empty. Okay, so dollar index is now sort of sideways, hourlies, euros back trading sideways, Aussie back trading sideways, Kiwi back trading sideways. You know, we're losing a lot of that momentum, which is a bit of a shame. Why I was hoping they would be just remain neutral, and that would be sort of dollar positive. But so dollar CAD moving down. Now, this is the key one. The CAD CPI numbers were strong, the Bank of Canada core numbers. That takes off the table any chance of a rate cut. So they are steady. Now, compared to the other currencies, that is almost up. All right. It's not up, but it's, you know what I mean? It's compared to the fresh sentiment from the Fed, the ECB, and definitely the RBA, which are all sort of negative. You know, that neutral stance from the Bank of Canada adds credibility to buying CAD. And CAD is the one pair that is moving down. And if it keeps moving at about 30 points, it'll start breaking through daily and weekly trend lines. And that's when we can see a decent move on dollar CAD. It works also for the oil that's rallying. Weakness in the dollar, strength in the CAD. This is probably the best opportunity I can see across the board. So you should be looking at dollar CAD and the CAD crosses, in my opinion. Now, the dollar pairs, well, we've got dollar Swiss that was sort of trickling higher on the hourlies and dailies yesterday. It's come back into the range on the dailies, but hourly charts, it's now sort of moving lower as well. Dollar yen hasn't really gone a hell of a long way on the hourlies, so it's still pretty neutral. But this is what we're left with, and it's not a good thing when you have the dollar pairs or dollar index the same way as all these other pairs, because that means if the dollar's going down, how are these pairs going to go down? So we're going to see a fair bit of sideways trading, I think, until we get some more fresh data and we start building up the back-end framework for what the Fed are going to do next time. Now, that aside, let's have a look where the actual attention is going to be in the markets today. Now, we've got the Kiwi GDP numbers out in about 4 or 5 minutes, probably too late for this video to be uploaded, but we do have the RBA governor speaking as well. I can't imagine he's going to be saying anything positive. We do have the Bank of England. Now, they've got to start probably getting on the side of erring on the side of caution like every other central bank. But Brexit, you know, it's pretty hard to sort of call what's going to happen with Brexit. Do they wait for some outcome or not? I think they probably will start erring on the side of caution. We may see sterling dribble off, but you know what? I'm not really holding my breath out for that one. And what I am looking forward to, I am short Euro CAD. So I'm looking for retail sales figures on Friday in Canada to be strong. And that really supports that move in dollar CAD. And we could see dollar CAD taking over the mantle as being possibly the best pair to be trading. At this stage, it's got the setup. We just need to follow through with that retail sales figures on Friday. But today, Kiwi and the Aussie in the framework, in the Asian session, and then Europe, it's going to be all about the Bank of England, and we'll see how that plays out. As I said, sterling is not an easy pair to trade, especially with no clear central bank sentiment and no sort of momentum at the moment. And that's pretty much it, guys. There's not a hell of a lot after that. You know, sometimes after the FOMC, this thing can light up like a Christmas tree. At the moment, if anything, the lights have gone out on quite a few pairs, and that's because they've gone against the general trend of some of these pairs, like the Euro, Aussie, Kiwi, and also sterling for that matter. So, you know what? We're just got to be patient and wait for the opportunities. To me, I've taken the dollar out of the equation and I've gone in with Euro CAD, managed to survive the initial move down and retracement. So this is the pair I'm looking at. If you're looking for a potential trade, I think Euro CAD is going to provide a very good one in that. All right, guys, that's it from me. Have a good trade day. We'll catch you later on. Cheerio.